going on? What's going on, everybody? We're here in Louisville, Kentucky, in our way to Midway, Kentucky. About an hour, more or less, about to get to the drop off. My appointment's at 9 a.m., but I'm gonna try to see if I could deliver early. I haven't picked any load yet. I'm telling you, man. I decided to stay in the Midway. I mean, on the Midwest this week, and they got a lot of great lows, man. Going to the Carolinas, going to Texas, paying 290, three something. It's unbelievable, man. But going my way, I can't find shit. Can't find nothing. Going to the Illinois, Wisconsin area, man, I can't get nothing. They got lows, but paying cheap. And now that I gotta go home for the weekend, uh, all the good loads they're going far away. I'm telling you, man. When I want those loads that I'm willing to go, I don't get them. And when I try to stay in the Midway, I'm in Midwest, I can't get shit. one of one of those weeks, man. But yeah, guys, man, the other day I was in 55 North going to Fulton, Missouri, and I was in Festus, Missouri, about 30 miles, I will say, before St. Louis. They had a major accident there. Even the state trooper told me to put my truck sideways, blocking the highway. And, I mean, they was letting the regular cars go through those little emergency, where usually the state troopers sit between both highways, that little exit. That was letting all the cars go that route because it was a real ugly accident, right? They brought the helicopters and everything. I put the videos there in my YouTube channel and TikTok too. Hope everybody that was involved, is well, that nothing major happened. But I was talking to the state trooper. He said, "Man, doesn't look good. You know, they had to bring the helicopter." Uh, but yeah, I lost about close to 3 hours of my 70 hours. I was running on my recap, so that hurts. But we just, we're gonna keep making it. We're gonna keep doing it, right? I just pray everybody's fine that in that accident. It seems like those type of videos get a lot of views, man. I think the one TikTok got around, I want to say close to 30,000 views, and the one in YouTube, it's around 15, something like that. I know it's up there, 15,000. Uh, I just put it up because I was there in case other truckers was going that route, or people that wouldn't go, they wouldn't try to find, alternative route, right? So they wouldn't have to be stuck because they shut down both highways, right? So the helicopter could come down. So they have both north and south. They was close, but we got it there. We went straight to Fulton, and we dropped up a load. Then the next day, I went to pick up this load, which it was yesterday. Uh, in Union, Missouri. Telling you, man, when you're coming from Fulton and you go to Union and you take that local route, man, that's a real tight route. You know, I mean, it, I mean, on winter time that got to be real dangerous. It's no room for error. I mean, literally, you got the white lane. It's the end of the road. Anything beside that, you're gonna go downhill. You know. So yeah, you know, uh, and then I was going through there at nighttime. I had to have my high beams on. Luckily, it wasn't no traffic, just a bunch of deers, going through there. But luckily, I didn't hit one of them. But yeah, guys, today we're gonna try to get a load going to Wisconsin, Chicago area, even Michigan, Ohio. Uh, I could have made some good money this week, man. I mean, I seen good loads, man, going to Alabama, Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Some of them paying $3.90, man, at the Mercer lowboard, contract freight. Uh, you know, but the rest about you know over $2.50, which they very hard to come by, man. They very hard. I was tempted to book one of them, but I already decided I'm gonna spend the weekend, you know, uh, at my house, and I'm not gonna go back up from that. But I was very, very tempted, man, to take one of those loads and then try to make it back. But I mean, it's very hard to do, right? It's very hard to do. Uh, you know, when you want to get somewhere, sometimes it's very hard to get a load. So I just want to stay close. Where if anything, it comes to the worst, that I can get no low, I just deadhead. It won't be that much. Probably 150 miles, 200 miles. Who knows? Depend where I end up, right? But if I end up in Texas or North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, that's a lot of miles to deadhead. But yeah, guys, man, like I said, man, that wasn't the accident happened in a construction zone. Uh, man, we got to be more careful out there, man. We got to be more careful, man. We take a lot of things for granted, and we be flying through those places, man. Uh, a lot of those construction sites, man, they be putting this closing lanes for miles and miles, man, and they're not even working in those lanes, man, for days. And they just close it, and it costs a lot of a lot of tension in the highway, man, because everybody try to make it wherever they gotta go, and a lot of people don't read signs, man. They just want to speed up. Literally, yesterday I was in a construction zone, one lane, and I go in speed limit because I got a CDL license. I'm not gonna get a ticket and get points on my license. So this guy decided to go by the shoulder. It's an old man in his car. I guess he had a blue tire. His tire blew up, and he's in the back in the trunk getting his tire out. This guy is coming besides me, like 70 miles in a 45-mile zone, trying to pass me in the shoulder. And he don't see the man. The old man is right there, with the emergency lights. The he had a broke down or his tire, something happened. So I came to a complete stop. I looked back, I didn't see nobody behind me. In order to let this idiot that was in the shoulder get out of the shoulder and speed up, go 70 miles an hour in a 45-mile construction zone, right? Because if I wouldn't do that, he wouldn't see the old man there in his car. He would have killed that old man. And I decided, you know what? I just gonna hit the brakes. I didn't see nobody behind me, uh, and I let him pass. I let him go. Cause I mean, I wish a car would have catch him in a situation like that, man. Cause that's a well-deserved ticket, man. Cause he could have killed that person, in the emergency, in the shoulder. He had an emergency. But that's how people are, man. People sometimes they don't think. They just thinking about they gotta get to this place. They gotta get to this place, man. You're so concerned getting to that place, not knowing that you're not even making it, taking those chances like that, man. You know, you end up in a big crash. So yeah, guys. You know, uh, all the truckers they were talking in the CB radio. They were saying the accident that happened over there in the 55 was a flatbed driver. Uh, he passed us, all of us, like 80 miles an hour. Uh, I don't know if it was the same flatbed that happened, that passed us, but he was speeding like crazy, you know. And it's a curve there, you know. Uh, so I don't know, at that speed, it's not gonna go good, in a curve, you know. Uh, and also, if you got cars, emerging to that one lane, So I don't know exactly what happened. I have like 7 trucks in front of me. Uh, like I say, when I got close to it, the state trooper walked out to me and said, "Can you park and block both lanes until I get these cars out of here?" And I did what he told me to do, right? Uh, but yeah, and he came back and tell me, say thank you for doing that. I said no problem, man. And I forgot to ask him, what was the situation with the accident, because he was pretty cool. He was a pretty decent state trooper. You know, everybody got out of the trucks and they walk over there. I stay in my truck because I have my truck, like I say, sideways. I don't know when he would have walked back to me and tell me to, move straight. But anyways, we end up sitting there like 3 hours. Thankfully, I was way ahead of time. I made it, way on time to my appointment, and we delivered the load. And then after that, we went to Union, Missouri. But yeah, guys, like I said, winter time is coming, man. We gotta be careful out there in the road. Gotta take it easy. Uh, if you realize, man, you going all those miles an hour, man, you only, that speed, you're only gonna probably get there 5 minutes early than if you go in the speed limit, and it's really worth it. You know what I mean? I mean, you putting yourself in a high percentage of getting an accident, man. The same thing, man, with when you driving a regular cars, everybody that doesn't drive trucks and see this video, man. When you see a truck, man, give them some space. Trucks doesn't stop the same. Uh, this it doesn't stop like a regular car. When you see truck drivers, they got space in the front. It's because they need that space in case they gotta hit the brakes. Don't cut the truck driver and take that space away from him, man. You're putting yourself at risk and you're putting the truck driver at risk, man. We all trying to go home, you know. And also, man, don't be tailgating, You in the back of the trailer, we gotta hit the brakes. You're gonna hit that trailer, you know. I mean, it's no question, and it's gonna go bad, real bad for you. If you ain't gonna ride with a car, you know what I mean. But yeah, I just, we gotta stay more focused out here, man. We gotta put attention. Uh, so many accidents, man. When you on over the road, delivery loads that you see, uh, I always got my camera up there in the holder. I always got it recording, right? Uh, and if I see something, you know, I record it just to share with people out there. I mean, I've seen some ugly stuff, man. Some of the videos I don't even put them because just the nature of it is so you know it's so it's not PG. You know what I mean? It's not PG, right? Let's put it that way. It's very disturbing. Uh, and those people's got family. And they might just happen to see the video before they get the news from the cops or whatever. Uh, you know. But yeah, like I said, man, we just gotta be careful out there, man. But yeah, guys, we're gonna deliver this load today. Hopefully, they put some loads today on Mercer load board going to the Chicago area, Indiana or Wisconsin, Michigan area. Uh, like I said, I'm still out here. I want to make money until Friday. Maybe on Friday I want to go home. I probably could have took a load going down to Alabama or Texas, because I would have had dropped it on Thursday. But I already been in those places, man, before trying to get a load going back to the Midwest on a Thursday is very, very hard. So I don't want to put myself in that situation. I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm not gonna make the revenue that I would normally make because by choice, like I say, I decided to stay up here. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe. This guy got the emergency lights. Let me see what's going on. Oh, he probably got a problem with his truck. The weigh station is closed. They gave me a green light. But yeah, guys, like I say, this week, my income is not gonna be high like previous weeks because I had to pass on a lot of good loads, that I could have grabbed and made some good money on it. But I mean, not everything is money in life, You gotta get time for yourself and take some time off the road, and enjoy life, man. Because the most valuable thing in life is time, man. Time never come back, Once it passed, it will never come back. So yeah, you know, every time I plan situation like this, like to go home, you lose a lot of good loads. Uh, Sometimes I'm able to get at a good load where I could sit with that load through the weekend. I'm hoping to do that, but like I say, I staying close by in the Midwest. I'm not trying to get out of it. like I said, man, the Midwest usually pay the best, but it seems like it's better for low miles now, and the short distance miles is not paying that great. When I decided to stay, in regional and the Midwest, the rate changed, man. It is what it is, man. We just gotta make the best of everything. We gotta make the best of everything, man. But yeah, guys, it's raining. It's been raining since yesterday when I came, on my way from Missouri. Right now I'm in Kentucky. Right now I'm in Shelby, Shelbyville, Kentucky. Uh, I'm like 30 miles away from Midway. Midway, Kentucky is by Frankfort, Kentucky, Lexington area, I will say. Uh, so yeah, my load is a bunch of toys, like learning toys. It's pretty light. It's like 5,000 pounds. Uh, I picked up that on the Children Factory in Union City, Missouri, and I dropped it in like a school over here in on Midway, Kentucky, like a learning school. So yeah, we're gonna do the delivery. I'm gonna see how the docket is, and things like that. But hopefully everything goes smooth. Well, yeah, guys. Like I said, get your trucks ready for winter. Make sure you got uh, extra supplies. You know, extra. You know, extra wipers, extra. Um, the lines they go to the trailer. Make sure you always got one of them extra in your truck. Um, get tools. Get canned food. You never know what could happen in winter, right? Where you gotta be shut down. You go through a snowstorm, through something, and you gotta stop for a few days in the middle of nowhere. You never know, right? It happened to me before. Uh, at the beginning of my truck driver career, I got stuck in the mountains in Colorado. They shut down the highway, and I was up there in the mountains, like for a whole day until a sheriff came by in a pickup truck, and she said, "What the hell you doing here?" I said, "Man, I've been waiting for Snyder to send a tow truck to get me out of here. I'm stuck here." And she said, "No, no, no, we're not gonna wait for you, company. We're gonna get you out of here now." And she did. She got me out of there. And another time I had to shut down Wyoming because they closed the highway. There was so many trucks, sideways in the highway because of the snowstorm. They closed the highway, and I ended up stopping in the service road next to the highway. They didn't have a truck stop around, so I didn't have no choice but to stay there, right? So you never know what could happen, especially if you go to places like that, like Wyoming, Idaho, Colorado, Northern California. Uh, you always got to have something things extra in your truck, man. But anyways, like and subscribe, man. Help the channel. I appreciate everybody's support. Everybody that write me. Uh, and yeah, we're gonna stay busy. We're gonna try to get a load today. Hopefully, I'll find something great. As you guys could see, it's raining pretty hard. Picked up now, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a blessed week. Stay blessed, and always believe in yourself, man. Always believe in yourself. Stay positive, and remember, man. There's no load more important than you, man. Don't speed up. Uh, you know, Just go speed limit. Take your time. Don't let that pressure get to you, man. Because that's when we do mistakes, man. But God bless everybody, man.